forgot to say that Ezekiel has a tiger.
How the hell does he just have a tiger? To answer a question on probably everyone's mind, how am I feeling after the last episode? I don't even know how to answer that. I'm just getting myself ready, getting everything set up. How long has it been since the last one? It's been a while since... When did I post the last one is the actual question. When did I post the last episode? Oh, only 3 days ago. But I think it took me a while to edit it, didn't it? So it's probably been about a solid week. Granted, that does not sound like a lot of time, and it's really not. So am I recovered? No. But yeah, I'm back. Now the reason I'm back is quite complicated. I was going to start Fear the Walking Dead and take a really, really big break. Genuinely, I was thinking to myself, okay, look, it wouldn't be a big deal if I took, like, I don't know, like a couple weeks off or even a month or two off and then just watch the first season of Fear the Walking Dead or something, or start that way. That way I get my break, I don't stop posting content, yada, yada, yada. An issue came up, and that's that I can't actually watch Fear the Walking Dead because it's not really available anywhere in my country, so I can probably try find where I can get it. But anyway, in and amongst me trying to figure out how it would work, I just started thinking to myself, like, I just genuinely don't think I'm going to be able to drop The Walking Dead. I can't stop thinking about it. Like, it's on my mind constantly. What's going to happen to the group is on my mind constantly. How Rick was battered in that episode is on my mind constantly. Everything is just on my mind and I can't get it out of my head. And there's a lot I could talk about. A lot. I'm not going to ramble on because I feel like I'll save that for the reaction. I'll probably pause after like 5 seconds. But there's a lot I could say. That's why I brought in Beyond the War. So things I don't touch on enough post-episode, things I probably could talk a little more about that people want to hear my opinions on. That's what that's for. But I can't drop the show. That's the moral of the story. I can't drop it. But anyway, that is quite enough of that nonsense. Let's get straight into it. We're not even on Netflix yet. Let's not get straight into the episode. We've got Carol and Morgan. Maybe we get a little bit of a break. Oh no, actually no, never mind. She was going to go get medical help from those new people. Maybe we do get a bit of a break. I pray. Yeah, so we're following Carol. I'm fine with that. Yes, she's buggered, but the spoiler for the front of the episode is her fine and dandy, so no stress.
It'll be dark.
Yet.
Not much further.
Well, of course the quality looks garbage.
I got it.
Oh, gosh almighty. Anyway, last reaction I was sort of saying, look, I don't think we should ever retaliate. Now, obviously I've had a bit of time to rethink that position. I think that if we retaliate, it has to be perfect. You screw it up even a little bit, oh my god, we thought we saw hell before. Like, seriously, it will get so much worse if we don't hit the nail on the head. So what I was trying to say is we should just do as he asked for now, try and keep the other people from losing their heads that weren't there at the initial attack, and then start thinking about what next. Negan has probably pissed off a lot of groups. Now, if we can create that network that we were talking about with Eugene's bullet production thing, if we can create that network, I think we've got a really good chance. But we need to come together. It can't be from our separate locations, you know. What the hell? You know what kind of does terrify me a little bit, actually? If one of us that weren't a part of the group first end up coming across Negan before they get home, you know, beforehand. What then? To see walkers as people. Who does that remind me of? Have we seen that before? These people work horses and all sorts. Brilliant. It just means I think it's kind of crazy that Morgan's staffing can penetrate skulls like that. I know they're rotten, but...
Daniel, Colton. Good.
What did you just say his name was? Daniel.
Daniel, Colton.
Yeah. Oh, marking his way back, I see. I genuinely, these people give me such a good vibe, eh? Like, you know when you immediately meet people and you're like, wow, that's them. Oh wow, look at that, look at the high-rise buildings. So how long is it going to be before we end up back home? Or is that just going to not happen now? Because we got a little, like, goodbye, like it felt between Rick and, Morgan. I didn't like it, you know?
How long have I been asleep?
2 days.
Actually, you know what? I have a really weird question. I genuinely don't know how far away this is, but do we think that word would spread that Negan had done that to our group? Like, is there any way that that information could get to us? Because I feel like if Carol had found out that that had happened, like, something would snap in her brain and it would be like, oh, okay, I'm going home. I'm going home to the people I care about. Like, is that just, I don't know, like, I see her as a character that would do that. Like, it would snap her into gear. Say these people get attacked or confronted by Negan, like, maybe we get 2 interactions, you know? Back to back. Oh, wow, look at this place.
It could have been much worse, but you had some luck.
Reminded me of Woodbury, you know?
And you packed with the weapons? They wanted to lock them up. Seeing as they were helping us, I didn't argue. Maybe a little more.
Genuinely, thanks to Negan, all that I can think of is this is another target. Like, this is the sort of, like, place that puts you on the map of attack. And look at the resources as well, like...
We call this place the Kingdom.
The Kingdom. I thought it was going to be called the Well. I don't like the name of the Well, you know, like... What the hell does that even mean? Unless there's literally a well. Holy shoot! You kind of forget how massive the world is, eh? Because we're in Alexandria, it almost like feels like there's no one around us. Like we're kind of the only group that's near, but literally, if you just go outwards, like look at the size of this place.
You found trouble, I found you. That is all he knows.
Yeah.
Oh, who knows?
Man, I'm taking you to see the person who's in charge of this place.
Please be a genuine person, not an ass.
He's called King Ezekiel.
King... What?
Yeah. King Ezekiel.
King? Oh my god. How?
I forgot to say that Ezekiel has a tiger.
How the hell does he just have a tiger? I mean, awesome! Maybe that's how Negan should die.
Diva, enough.
What's her name? Diva?
Fair maiden has been through a myriad of trials.
Show me up.
Jerry,
He's
you are a
kinda
faithful
cool.
steward, but your words leave me pitch-kettled.
But I'm a bit confused
I
as to
understand
why
your
there's
concern,
like
Sheila.
this theatrical
You haven't
king
met Carol, nor have I. We shall consider her a friend of the realm until proven otherwise.
the realm.
She's doing better.
I would be perfectly happy living on La La Land. Take me there now. What's his name? Ezekiel or
I
something?
am King Ezekiel.
Ezekiel.
Welcome to the kingdom.
Thank you. It's a bit weird, but I like it. Is it Diva?
You have been addressed by the king,
Nice to meet you.
yet you remain silent. Perhaps you think me mad. Perhaps
Maybe.
you see this place as nothing more than a mirage.
He kind of looks like the guy off of look at that's literally me. He kind of looks like the guy off of House of the Dragon. Is that him?
I think you're amazing. It's amazing. And you're Sheba?
It's Shiva.
Shiva. Oh, I thought it was Diva. Shiva. Hello, Shiva.
Amazing. I don't know what the hell's going on in the most wonderful way.
As Morgan is aware, enjoy the fruits of our grandeur for as long as they like,
But
so long as they contribute. Drink from the well, replenish the well.
All about the
as
well.
long as this ain't no Dawn logic, I'm fine with that. I will refill the well.
Said. We have magnificent apples, nectarines, pomegranates, all grown right here inside the
I
kingdom.
really hope that we get some
It's
kind of...
fruit time.
Actually, you know what? I don't want Negan finding this place because
Oh, come
I feel
on.
like he would
At
just
least
laugh.
take a pomegranate.
Bark some chocolate in front of me and watch it go bye-bye, but pomegranates, it's just not for me, thanks.
Well,
Chocolate?
if there's anything you want or need,
All I need is some more rest. It may be a hairbrush.
Yeah. Morgan?
Anyway,
The hell?
Your Majesty.
Imagine he genuinely has just like gone a bit nuts. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen on The Walking Dead. What the heck even is this?
I know.
Shitting me, right?
No, it's a lot. He is,
I just love Carol, how she's just being rolled around on a chair, like... Every time she's out of sight, she's like, are you kidding me?
I can't do this. I can't
Look,
be here.
Carol, these
no,
people
I
have found-
can't. Morgan, I'll go.
you know I can't let you. No,
I don't give a shit if you think you found the secret to
I
life.
don't.
I genuinely think he's going to help Carol massively.
But I won't let you die out there. That's what I won't do.
Doesn't matter what you do.
She'll come round. You know what's really you know what's really funny? The other day I was thinking to myself, like, I just wish there was a way, like, after the whole Negan thing happened, if they didn't take Daryl, there was a way that we could just take, like, get as much stuff as we could, get in a couple cars and go. And just go far away. As far as you can get. And then just pray that you find somewhere better. And I say that, I kind of got to the point where I felt like I would rather risk my life and dying of starvation than just wait for the inevitable, which is, I think, Negan putting his foot down again.
Yeah. Come on.
Don't tell me they're hunting the pigs.
Well done, Richard.
We're herding them in. Why do you need bait?
Because I want their bellies full of rot. That's why.
Once their bellies full of rot. Why? The head, man.
Do not be troubled, Benjamin. Next time.
We've got another situation of people not being prepared for the outside world. So maybe if Negan attacks, this isn't the best group. Maybe they just fall exactly the way we have, you know? Like, I genuinely felt like we were the most prepared out of probably anyone. We probably are, like, genuinely the biggest threat to Negan, eh? Would you say that? Like, the most prepared for something to happen? I'm not saying that we're ready for something to happen, but on a scale or a continuum, we're much further along than a lot of other groups. I guess my other question is, what are the odds, like, of Negan and his group just actively attacking? Imagine Negan's already been here. Imagine, like, he already has them around his finger.
Your skill with the staff. How did you come to acquire that skill?
As a cheesemaker. A friend.
I believe young Benjamin's path is in need of adjustment. Would you train him? As your friend trained you?
I don't know that I'm the...
Benjamin.
How long are we going to be around, though? That's the question.
Please.
Morgan theme. It does genuinely feel like we're going to stay here, eh? Maybe we retreat
The
here.
kingdom is favored by your presence once more.
I like this place, and I'd be happy if Morgan had stayed, but just what about the rest of us, you know? Master Uguay taught Master Shifu, and now Master Shifu is teaching Kung Fu Panda.
Try and make me change my mind and stay. We never don't think twice, it's alright.
Over the head? Over the head.
Well, it ain't
Morgan
no
should teach
use.
everyone that.
No, I like the lunch cobbler.
There's lunch cobbler?
We have cobbler at every meal.
The hell is cobbler? Cobbler. Fruit poured into a large baking dish and covered with a batch of biscuit. Ooh, that just sounds like a apple crumble or a rhubarb crumble. I hate rhubarb crumble, and if anyone feels attacked by that, good. I actually don't like hot crumbles at all, really. What's it called? I don't like cobbler. It's just I don't really like hot fruit desserts. I prefer cold cobbler. Cold cobbler.
Hey, what's the book?
It's philosophy. You know, we should really get back to...
Does he teach? Does he actually teach him that though?
I've just read every book in this place, including an air conditioning repair textbook.
We have matters of import to attend to.
Bring your gun, Morgan.
Gun? Whoa.
What we are doing here is a secret I keep from my people. Some see secrets as a privilege of ruling. They are burdens.
Yeah.
They are the cost.
What now? Why do I get a bad vibe about these
I
people?
was worried we were early.
Our arrangement is something I consider with the utmost seriousness. We
Oh,
will fulfill our obligations on time, every time.
And you will.
and what? I know why you're here, you twit.
I count 8, that's good.
They call him
I know who they are.
Now here we go, here's our next affected group.
Hey, asshole. How about I smile?
How about I slap that
This
haircut off
nothing.
your head? No, please don't. Oh, for the love of...
Lower your weapons. Richard. Oh, I love this shit. Gavin, tell your man to stop. Gavin!
Jared! Man said stop.
Wow, so they...
He's been good to us. Taking up more than enough of his time.
Wow, okay. So they're on good terms. Oh, let's use that. No, that's good. That is good news. We need to keep it that way. And not just that, but why do I get the weirdest feeling? Like, I was sort of questioning in the last episode whether this whole Negan camp thing, whether they were all bad or whether we had some decent saviors. Now, we had a brief brush with some that we thought were genuine. For all we know, like I said, once again, we don't know why these people do what they do. If it's out of fear, they do it because they think it's the only way that they're going to survive. I don't think that even the people that follow Negan follow him without doing it for some personal protective reason. For all we know, they've got threats over their head or something preventing them from disagreeing. Is there even any way that we could get some of the saviors turned? Is there a possibility of it? Imagine that.
Same time next week, Ezekiel, all right? It's produce week, so produce. You got the list, not one bit less.
Because he doesn't, that guy does not feel threatening at all.
Otherwise, he's gonna have to go first.
That guy, on the other hand...
The man you killed to save Carol. He was one of them as well.
He was, yeah.
Don't know how to feel about this because they've got their little hand in everything. Everything, everywhere. But clearly, as we've just seen, if you comply, it kind of works out fine. We have something to go off now. We've actually seen an interaction where they've come to collect
It's movie night
what's
tonight.
theirs.
He told me he's keeping his deal with that group quiet because he thinks the people want to fight.
Yeah, they will want to, but they don't know what would
Just that
happen.
even if we did, we wouldn't win.
And you think he's right? That we shouldn't fight?
Not alone.
I mean,
Imagine how different this conversation would be if Morgan had witnessed what we've just witnessed. Imagine that.
I also noticed you only put vegetables on your plate during dinner, and I mean, you're teaching me Aikido, and
Well, has he gone
Aikido means not
vegetarian?
to kill, that means that
It's not
you're
about what I think.
See,
You
to
know,
the person that commented a long time ago, being like, "You would die. You're a vegan. You would be dead already." Screw you. And she's gone. Splendid. Maybe she finds Daryl, but do I want her being anywhere near Negan? Where would they even keep Daryl?
by all means, fair maiden. Have one.
He's seen through Carol's
Sorry
arm.
about this. It's just. What good am I here?
I keep in hollering range. Deuces.
I really like that guy.
Never bullshit a bullshitter. Have I got that right? The Sweet and Innocent Act you've been doing.
Yeah, I knew
quite
he'd
clever.
seen through it, yeah.
The guns you brought here in your pack. They belong to saviors.
How did he initially
They
meet
nearly
them?
extinguished you.
You're a joke. This place is. It's what you do with jokes, you laugh.
Carol.
You're selling these people a fairy tale.
Maybe they need the fairy tale.
Ruling over people and having your ass kissed by everyone's just a perk.
Carol, come on, man. Carol knows more than anyone it's not good. It doesn't feel good to be a leader, you know?
People want someone to follow.
Exactly.
They see a dude with a tiger shoe. Next thing you know, they treat me like royalty. They needed someone to follow.
Like, genuinely, right? I actually consider just leading just such an honourable thing in this kind of climate, right? Like, we've seen what it does to people, and he's been here for a long time. More than a year from what it sounds like. He will know the weight and the strain and the pain and the suffering of making leadership decisions and the consequences that they may have and the fear of making the wrong one. He'll know that. I don't think if he had a choice, he probably wouldn't want to be the leader, but he's just that kind of person. He can't just let these people follow nothing. Being a leader would suck. Having to make the moral decisions every single time would suck.
How's the zookeeper?
I knew it was going to be something like that. Zookeeper.
She fell into one of the concrete moats in her exhibit. She was gonna bleed out. I saved her life. After that, she never showed so much as a tooth in my direction. She was the last thing left in this world that I loved. I used to act in community theater. Played a few kings in my day.
I knew it was some kind of theatre.
My name really is Ezekiel, though.
Ezekiel, I really like this guy. Really do.
That's 100% real. I'd appreciate you keep this between us, though.
Yeah.
For now.
She doesn't want to get close to people. That's the problem.
I'm sorry.
For what?
For whatever bad you've been through. Out there, it feels like it's all bad. Especially when you're alone. Where there's life, there's hope. Heroism, grace,
I think
and love.
we all believe this. I still believe it, but
Where there's life, there's life.
it's a long time ago, Carol.
I hope that's not what you're walking away from.
It's amazing what
So what if I am?
trauma can
Maybe
do
you
to
don't
people.
have to. Maybe you could go and not go. But I think I can help. If you let me.
Come on, Carol.
Why do you care?
Because it makes me feel good.
Ah! I'm glad they've given us this episode because it really has felt like
Stay there.
this
good
show
right here.
can't just be all that bad, you know? It's not
How's
all
that?
bad. Just like that guy was saying.
And I might start to regret all the times I tried to shoot and stab you.
I think you're my favorite person I ever knocked out. Definitely top 2 or 3.
Maybe it is going to be permanent. I don't know how to feel right now, eh? Is she just... Is the whole point that she's just going to live in a house just outside? Or how far have they gone? Like, I've just... This has gone completely over my head, hasn't it? Oh, that's not a good sign. Please be just Morgan. Shiva.
You really gotta try one of these.
Oh, look at the little smile, it's back. Good episode, happy with that. There's a couple of things I want to talk about. First of all, what this episode means. I think, for me, it's sort of come at the perfect time because last episode, obviously, we get hell. And it kind of just felt like, you know, there was no hope. You got to a point in the episode when you just sort of go, I submit, man. Like, I don't want to die, but I don't want to, like, I can't oppose this. This episode kind of reminds you that it's not all bad. You know, there's stuff out there. There's more to life than just living. And we get to see that. We get to see a glimpse of it again, of a place that hasn't fallen. Now, do I think that's the best thing? Like, it brings up all those old questions once again of, are these people too bubble wrapped? Are they prepared if something happens? What happens if Negan ups his needs or requirements? What happens if he gets a little bit too pushy? What happens if the people in this group somehow become exposed to that deal? What then? They want to fight back? 100% they will. How do we stop that? How do we stop that look in people's eye? You know, the look Negan got rid of in Rick. That look will be in everyone. How do we stop that from happening? I'm not saying that we just need to submit permanently to Negan's reign. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is this needs to be done perfectly. Like, I genuinely believe that when we do end up resolving all of this, it needs to be the perfect response, hitting the nail on the head. But building relationships with people like this is fantastic. The more groups that we combine, we've now got Hilltop, Alexandria. I want to call this place the Well, but it's called the Kingdom, eh? So we're building up a circle, you know, and Negan's pissing off a lot of people. How many groups does he have to put in that position before he's almost he's digging his own grave almost? We still don't really quite understand how big this Saviors group is. I imagine it's huge, but yeah, it just, like I just said, just to finish on that, it just reminds me of there's more out there, there's more to be hopeful for, and there's a reason to fight. I lost that look in my eye last episode, and it scares me that it's come back, because all I can think this episode is that I want to kick Negan's ass, or like literally, as I sort of said, I hope Shiva eats him for supper. Like, that's all I could think. So that look is clearly back. Now, is that a bad thing? Probably in the immediate, right? I don't want to show that. I don't want to show that side. I don't think we should show that side. But it's only a matter of time before there becomes some other problematic interaction. I'm a bit more worried about Alexandria right now because I feel like Ezekiel has actually he's actually built a really good relationship with this. So, like, he hasn't just jumped into trying to retaliate. Like, he's genuinely, it feels like he has thought this out properly. He's got it under control, which I like. Do we threaten that coming here? I don't know. Do we want to mix and merge Alexandria and this place if that's the case? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, anyway. We've got something to fight for. We've got something to look forward to, and that look isn't leaving. There's hope, right? There's a reason to believe that we can believe in a better life and a better future and a better everything. And if I'm honest, it's actually like calmed me down a little bit watching this episode. Like I'm not so nervous going forward. I think because I've seen another group now, I think it's just the hope of it. There's just the hope that this can work. I don't believe that we want a long-term relationship with Negan, but if we have to do it, we have to do it. If it means us surviving, whatever. I don't even think we should be thinking about making our move until we are somewhat replenished, you know, so me thinking about it is probably a mistake. The second thing is the whole Saviors thing. So clearly they have their outreach, they've got their groups and their places, and they have these little routines and runs they go on. The thing that shocked me the most in this episode was that Ezekiel almost managed to like speak to the Saviors. Like there was a little mini fight that broke out, and then what? Like I was expecting that guy to end up dead, but they genuinely spoke about it and had a conversation, and he calmed down. Like that kind of shocks me, you know, after what I've seen they're capable of. Maybe a bunch of them aren't so bad. Maybe I need to keep looking back at those ladies that we saw. Like they had a side of them which just, you looked at it and you were like, this doesn't feel like who they are. Like it feels almost like a little bit fake. Now are we going to get that a lot more with these Saviors? Is it going to be a matter of finding a way to turn the Saviors against Negan? What happens when the tables turn? What then? See, that kind of confused the heck out of me, but it's like, it brings me comfort knowing it's possible. Like they're not just all going to be horrible, nasty, vindictive. There are some of them that just seemingly are here to collect what they have been told to collect. Do I call that weak spots? I don't know. I don't know what I call that. Like I said, I always believe that Negan, if he controls based on fear, it won't last. It won't last forever. Is there anything else I need to talk about? I mean, the only other thing here is Carol, and she's sort of left but not left, which is kind of a cool way of putting it, eh? Ezekiel's going to help her sort of come back. I'm a little bit nervous that Carol and Morgan don't really know what's happening at home. How do they find that out? I kind of thought in the interaction with the Saviors they were going to mention it, be like, you don't know what's just happened to the last group. Something like that, and then Morgan was going to click. I thought that was going to be the way it would go, but no, like, it's just worrying me that they don't know, because what does it completely change the perspective if they do find that out? After what what's just happened? Like, but anyway, I presume we get to that in the next episode. I don't know whether we jump straight back into the Alexandria plot, or whether we go and follow Terra, follow, like, this group again, the Kingdom, or whether we hit to Alexandria. I don't know. Look, I'm excited for the next episode. I'm not going to watch it today. I'm gonna enjoy my moment of peace, because I think I needed it after the last couple of episodes. And yeah, I think this was a good episode. I actually quite enjoyed this episode. What it means potentially moving forward in terms of a partnership. I kept speaking in the episode about the whole bullet thing, and I don't think it needs to be bullets per se, but you know, we almost have a thing in common. The friend of your enemy is your... Was it the enemy of your enemy is your friend, or something like that? I just think it's good. Now the question is are we on lockdown? Like, have they got postings now around to be able to tell if we leave? Do they have people that keep an eye on Alexandria? I don't even know. Like, are we just on lockdown, or is he just relying on us being completely terrified to try and run away and hide from this? But anyway, that's all beside the point, guys. It's been a good episode. It's been a good day. I'm glad that I watched. But yeah, if you enjoyed this ever, guys, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. And of course, we're on Instagram, Daniel Ray with 2 Ds. And as ever, let me know down below what you thought the episode, the reaction. I'll get to those as soon as humanly possible. I need to stop saying that. It's getting harder and harder. Replying to comments is becoming a bit of a mission, you know. Maybe I should just take that off the membership perk thing and just make comments a luxury now. Maybe I should do that. But anyway, guys, that is all from me. As ever, this has been your boy Dan. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.